Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello all, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the special session related to the previous year question discussion and in which we are going to discuss the economic topics. Okay, so let's get into the discussion. Okay, see, most of the time the questions will be from the current affair part, which is called as dynamic part. Okay, sometimes they will ask direct questions from the NCERTs. Okay, that things also they will do. That is called a static part. Okay, okay, usually the question will be balancing of 30% from the static part and 70% from the dynamic part, which is nothing but a current affair part. Okay, so the 30% question means it is from the static part, is nothing but it is from anything of your basic ideas of what is economy, what is money multiplier, okay, what is GDP. Okay, that is called a static part. They will make questions from that also. Okay, so this money multiplier question is actually as a static part question. Okay, so first of all you have to know what is called as money multiplier, how this money multiplication will happen. Okay, by that you can easily answer these kinds of questions. Okay, so normally what is money multiplier means, consider that the government is the RBI is printing the 100 rupees and issuing it to the public. Okay, so you are now holding 100 rupees. Okay, so you will just going into the bank and you deposit this 100 rupees. Okay, okay, so you are going to deposit it. Okay, normally the bank will have certain rules and regulation, as they will have to maintain certain money as a reserve. Okay, that is called as cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity ratio. Okay, CRR and SLR. Okay, for that they have to maintain certain reserve. Okay, so if you are going to deposit a money of 100 rupees means they will maintain certain money as a reserve. Okay, so both the CRR and SLR are combinedly called as legal reserve ratio. Which is nothing but the combination of CRR and SLR. Okay, so consider, for your consideration, just make it as 10%. Okay, so this legal reserve ratio as 10% means, so the bank will have to kept 10 rupees, which is 10% as a reserve. Okay, and the remaining 90 rupees they will lend to the public. Okay, through lending that money they will make certain profit and they can use that profit for their survivability of the bank. Okay, so they usually lend that money. Okay, so the 90 rupees is they are going to lend. Okay, so by the B is borrowing that money. Okay, so the B is going to buy a car with this 90 rupees. See, just a wild guess. Okay, so he is going to buy a car with this 90 rupees from C. Okay, now the C is actually having the 90 rupees. Okay, so what the C will do is he is again going to the bank and deposit it. Okay, so for every bank the CRR and SLR will be the same. Okay, so the legal reserve ratio again 10% means the 90 rupees in which 10% means 9 rupees as a legal reserve ratio and remaining 81 rupees they will going to lend. Okay, now D is actually borrowing this money and D is buying a bike with this 81 rupees from D. Okay, sorry, from E. Okay, so now the E is actually having the 81 rupees. He is again going to the bank and deposit this 80 rupees. sorry, 81 rupees. So in which the 10 percentage will be 8.1 rupees something. Okay, remaining amount will be 72.9 rupees that is going to lend to F. So the cycle will continue. Okay, the basic thing about this money multiplier is RBI just provided 100 rupees into the market, but what it is actually happening is, see, the RBI provided only 100 rupees into the market. After the second cycle, it is become as 190 rupees because now it is 90 rupees is added to the economy. Okay, so 190 rupees, and the third level it is going to add 72 rupees into the market. So 271 rupees that is multiplied into the market. Okay, so by just providing 100 rupees into the market, and due to the banking activities, the money is actually multiplying into the market. Okay, so what the A is think that I deposited 100 rupees into the bank. Okay, what C is think that I deposited 90 rupees into the bank. Okay, so I am the 90 rupees holder of the money. Okay, what F is think that I deposited 81 rupees into the bank, so it is my money. So in such a way, the money is multiplied in the market through the banking activities. Okay, by just providing 100 rupees, the cycle continues. Okay, to various cycles of banking process, it will continue, and even it will be just 650 rupees. By just providing 100 rupees into the market, due to the continuous banking activities, the money will multiply in the market. Okay, so that is called as money multiplication or money multiplier. Okay, so if the legal reserve ratio, so the legal reserve ratio, if this legal reserve ratio, for my example, for our example, I take it as a 10 rupees, okay, or 10%. Consider if it is a 50% means what will happen, only 50 rupees will be get into the market. Again it will get into the market as 25 rupees. Next it will be get into the market as 12.5, 6.25. Okay, so the money multiplication process will reduce. Okay, if the legal reserve ratio is increased. So legal reserve ratio is inversely proportional to money multiplication. Okay, so this is another one thing you have to know. So if the legal reserve ratio or else the combination of CRR and SLR is increased, means that will leads to reduction in the money multiplication process. Okay, that is yet another thing you have to know. See, this thing is not related to this question, but there may be question related to that also. Okay, for that you have to know that. Okay, so just try to memorize that. If there is a reduction in the money multiplier activities, which means the legal reserve ratio, okay, the money that is going as a reserve is increased. Okay, by that the money multiplication process is actually reducing. Okay, so this is another one thing you have to know. Okay, so this is the basic idea about the money multiplier. Okay, so with this you can easily answer this question. Okay, so first thing, A, increases in the CRR in the bank. The question is, the money multiplier in an economy increases with which one of the following? Okay, so if you are going to increase the CRR, which is nothing but you are going to increase the legal reserve ratio. We already said that if the legal reserve ratio is going to increase, means money multiplication activity is going to decreases. Okay, the question is all about increasing the money multiplication activity, means you have to decrease the CRR. Okay, so the first statement is wrong. Okay, consider the second statement. Again it is speaking about increasing the SLR, which means again you are speaking increases in the legal reserve ratio. So if the legal reserve ratio is going to increase, means the money multiplication process will be reduced. So second statement is also wrong. Okay, consider the fourth statement, increases in the population of the country. Even though there is the huge increase in the population, that don't create a money multiplication process. Only if the money is getting into the bank, the money multiplication will be increases in a higher way. Okay, see this. This money is actually getting into the bank activity. See, the money is actually getting into the bank, by that only it is multiplied. Okay, so it is not about the population, it is all about the banking habit. If there is a huge growth in the banking habit, that will lead to increase in the money multiplication. It is not about what the population is. Okay, even though there is a higher population, if they are not using the bank, or else they don't have a bank using habit, means there won't be any money multiplication process in the market. Okay, so it is all about increases in the banking habit of the people. So the answer is C. Okay, only if there is increasing the banking habit in the people, that will lead to the money multiplication process. Okay, so it is yet another static question they ask. Okay, it is one of the simplest question, you can easily answer with the basic idea. Okay.